Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Endon, and I am an accountability coach and the author of Get Resultsology, the science of getting stuff done. I work with people who run their own business. No boss, distractions everywhere, and never enough hours in the day. Together, we cut through the noise, sharpen their focus, and follow through on the big ideas that actually move the needle. That's what I call the momentum formula. Do it today, profit tomorrow, and repeat. So if that's the kind of breakthrough that you've been looking for, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I am delighted to welcome our guest expert today, NJ Shelsby. Imagine cutting your business work in half without hiring anyone. That's what NJ helps business leaders do with AI. A former process improvement consultant for industries from aerospace to tech giants like Microsoft, NJ now teaches professionals how to reclaim their focus and time by using AI as their smartest assistant, practically, simply, and without the tech overwhelm. NJ, welcome to Goalbusters.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to talking with you, Robin.
I'm looking forward to talking with you too. First of all, whereabouts in the world are you?
I am in the northwest corner of the United States, in Washington State, just outside of Seattle.
Oh, why did my mind go to coffee then? No, I think my mind needs to
Yes,
go. I think my mind
from the
needs to go to
Starbucks.
questions. Yes, Starbucks. Yes. Yeah. No, that's definitely a rabbit hole. But if I disappeared down that, I'll be gone for days. Let's do the questions, shall we?
Okay.
All right, I'll put the clock up on the screen. And there it goes. NJ, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
Well, I work with business owners and corporate leaders who are over 40. They're successful, but they're tired of, losing most of their day to busy work, administrative work. And they say that every year it feels harder and harder just to keep up with it all. And they want more time to focus on that strategy work that moves the needle and to not work so many hours. Most of them have dabbled with AI. Maybe they've used it for some marketing content, that kind of a thing. And they want to use it more, but they just don't really have the time to just figure it out. Um, yeah.
Okay,
And so,
that's
yeah,
that.
like also like they want to use like automations, that kind of thing, to take care of those administrative, reoccurring, repetitive tasks.
Okay, so I was going to say that you've kind of wandered into the second question, which is what is the problem that you solve, which is absolutely fine. That often that is the best
Yeah.
way to describe your ideal client. They're the people that are having this problem. But I always give the opportunity. Would you like to expand on the kind of problems that you solve for people?
Sure. I think that most business leaders, they start their day with the best of intentions, but by the end of the day, they're just, they've spent their day in meetings, buried in email. It's just the nature of this environment that we work in. Modern work means we're sitting in front of a computer. And all the technology like email and messaging and online meetings, that's supposed to really make things easier. But instead, it's actually created an environment where our days are eaten up by admin tasks like, emailing a Zoom link or chasing down follow ups. And AI is finally the technology that can really make a difference and save us time.
Yeah, probably the first time in the history of computing that something that computers do actually does save us time. All right, so what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them to solve these problems for themselves?
Well, we're sending emails all day long. and we're typing them. But we can actually talk faster than we can type. And for emails that are longer than a couple of sentences, there's a lot of extra effort in organizing your thoughts. And so, you're typing and then you're backspacing. And it is so much faster and easier to just speak your ideas and allow AI to formulate them into a nicely organized and well worded email. And so you can whether you're using your computer or your iPhone or and whatever phone you're using, and you just use the microphone and then say, I want your help writing an email. I'll give you my rough thoughts on what I want to say, rewrite it as a clear professional email in a business casual or whatever tone you want to use, and then say, make it easy to read with short paragraphs and include a subject line. Here's what I want to say. And then just off the top of your head, get everything out, and then it'll write the email for you.
Yes. And actually, it didn't make it into my book because my book went to press before AI really was a thing in terms of the first drafts of it. But it's a real procrastination killer because just the thought sometimes, oh, I've got a few emails to write today. It's not the time it takes to write them, it's the thinking time that really
Yes.
like, oh gosh, no, I haven't got time to do that. But you're right, you can just say to the AI, just write this for me and give the instructions in the way you've described, and it's a fraction of the time, and you can make you a lot more productive. But I don't digress, but I do need to move on. So now that we have a better understanding of what you do, let's dive into goal busting, focusing even more on how to maximize productive time. We kind of covered that with that question with one thing, but how to maximize productive time to achieve even more of your business goals. So could you share any other tips on Greedy, you see, or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits?
I think that one of the biggest challenges for leaders is blind spots. I have seen this in all the companies that I've worked with, is that people can't really see where they're inefficient because they've been working that way for so many years. And so the fastest and easiest way to get results that comes from bringing somebody in from the outside so that they can spot the gaps, streamline things for you. Yeah. So, but if they're not ready to really bring somebody in, to just taking the time to ask some questions to reveal inefficiencies. What tasks do I find myself doing over and over again that could be standardized or automated? What are the low value time drains that are eating up 5 to 10 minutes here and there? What are the bottlenecks? The stuff that projects are stalled because they're waiting on me for something small. Just asking those types of questions in order to bubble that stuff up that you need to work on.
Yeah, brilliant. Very insightful too. Thank you for that. All right, in the minute that or so that we've got left, what should I have asked you today, NJ, that I didn't? And your answer, please.
I would say, what are some quick wins that people can have with AI? And I'll give you a couple of my favorites. First one is email sorting. Everyone's spending way too many hours each week in email, just triaging. And so I use AI in order to do that for me. So when I go into my inbox, it's just the stuff that I need to respond to. Another big one is automating repetitive tasks, like if you have to enter data into a spreadsheet. You can set it up so that if you tag an email, it'll automatically pull out the data that you want and put it into a spreadsheet. Maybe it's like, client details, stuff from receipts, anything like that. Um, and let's see, another one is, they say today a person is exposed to more information average person a century been exposed to an entire year. And so utilizing AI to summarize information so that you're not having to consume it all. And after you read the summary, if it's something that you do need to read the whole thing, having read that summary first means it's easier for your brain to process and retain that information.
Yes. And the net one of the net results of that, and it's huge, is that not minutes, not hours, but hundreds of hours of time saved, either
Yeah.
doing stuff that you just had to get done anyway, but now you've done it in much less time, or doing things that you were never going to get around to because they were just too daunting and too big, and your business or your livelihood has suffered as a result. I mean, we can't get into the ethics of AI, but as I often say to my son, who has very mixed feelings about it, I can't uninvent something that has nothing to do with me, but I can use
Right.
it in my business in an intelligent way.
Yes. Yes. My son is a rocket engineer and is always, telling me that my smart appliances are going to attack me one day. And I tell him that I can't control whether the military uses AI to create a Terminator scenario, and whether or not I use AI has no influence on that whatsoever. So I'm going to use it to
Yes.
help me.
You must also be one of the few households in the entire world where you cannot use the phrase, "It's not like it's rocket science." Well, actually, mother, it is. Yes. So that's not going to work, is it? All right. So I have one final question, which I always ask at this point, and it's a very important one. How can people reach you to connect with you and find out more about what you do? And speaking of finding out more about what you do, is there like a valuable free resource that they could get from you? I always say I'm being cheeky, but actually I'm being quite sneaky, because I know people don't always want to make first contact necessarily until they know a little bit more about what you do for themselves. And that's where the valuable free resource can play a very important role.
Absolutely. So I am on LinkedIn and Facebook, not so much Instagram. So just my name, NJ Shelsby, you can find me there. And I have a free gift I would love to give to your listeners. And it's how I use 10 plus hours a week, how I use AI to save 10 plus hours a week. And they can find that at njshelsby.com/gift. And while they're there, they can also head on over to my blog and read different things there.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. NJ, it's been an absolute pleasure. Just in case if anybody's watching this on video, I can assure you that neither of the pictures of us or the voices are AI generated. We are real, I promise you. So it's not got that bad just yet, but thank you so much. There's a lot of information packed in there. NJ, it's been wonderful. Thank you so much for doing this with us today. Honestly, I could spend hours talking to you on this topic. It's a hugely important topic, but in terms of how it can really help you build your business working from home, or even your small business wherever you are, it's just a hugely valuable topic, and something that we can all use to great effect.
Well, thank you for having me. I have really enjoyed our conversation.
Likewise, thank you. And remember, everybody, keep goal busting and make your future self proud. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.